I'd like to thank the NAACP for having us here this evening. I enjoyed meeting my fellow council competitors. I certainly learned a lot tonight. In my time on school board, occasionally we had to raise taxes and people would say, I don't want my taxes going to those kids. And my response always was, and always will be, they're not those kids, they're our kids. And for 12 years on the school board, I served our kids, regardless of where they live, how much money their parents earn. And I learned a lot of things doing that. And I would like to take the skills that I learned from 12 years on the school board and put them to use on city council, and I think they're going to help me be a more effective city councilman. Now look, 97 years ago, my grandfather came to Allentown and he started Glazier's Furniture on 2nd and Hamilton. That's where I work now. I'm third generation owner down on 2nd and Hamilton. He could have gone anywhere in the United States. He came to Allentown because he thought it was going to be a good place to live, to work, and to raise his family. He believed in Allentown. I grew up in Allentown. I'm a graduate of Allen. My wife is a graduate of Allen. I will have 3 sons graduated from Allen. 8 years ago, we moved from one part of town to another part of town. We didn't flee to the suburbs. We stayed in Allentown because we believe in Allentown. It's a good place to raise our children. I have a dog, Atticus. He's Brittany. Nice dog. We go walking in the parks on Sundays. What we see is families having fun in our parks. When I see that, I believe in Allentown. Our city has no shortage of challenges. We also have no shortage of strengths. So the trick is to be able to marshal those strengths. You know, I promise if elected, I won't be overwhelmed by the challenges. I'll do my best to marshal those strengths so it's a good city for everybody.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Velez.
Thank you, NAACP and members, for allowing us to have this opportunity to speak and present ourselves and our viewpoints, which I think are very important when making an educated decision on election day about who you're voting for. Are you voting for people who know how to speak and know how to say things that matter to you? But what do they do is the question. I'm here to tell you that I will not gain from your loss. I will not be on city council for my own benefit, but for yours. That I will be your voice when you can't be there, that I will listen, that I will take into account every opinion and every perspective before voting on a piece of legislation, because that is how representative government should be. I am here for your children. I work for a health organization. I naturally care. It's a nonprofit. It's a community-based organization. I am asking for you to just do your homework on who's here today, who's going to be on the ballot, and do your research about who they are. Because these people, when they're not in front of you, may not be somebody that you would like representing you. Ask tough questions, challenge us, make us be who you want to represent you, and hold us accountable. Thank you for being here, and thank you for the opportunity.
Mr. Melvin.
Again, I'd like to reiterate my thank you to everybody here who took the time out of their otherwise busy lives to hear us, and thank you again to the NAACP for having us. I am 4th generation Allentown, and I will most likely be here the rest of my life. This is my city, this is my home, and it's where I've always been and probably always will be. A lawyer, a good lawyer fights for me. A good lawyer problem solves every day for real people's problems, and that's exactly what I do every single day. I fight all the time for my clients who are struggling and have no other advocate on their behalf. I'm the guy that they've got. I'm the underdog in the corner against a really big, scary world that they don't really understand and don't have anyone else fighting for them. And I would love, more than anything, to extend that to the entire city of Allentown. I am passionate, I am creative, I love to think, I love to be analytical, I love to listen to people. I run a trivia night every Wednesday night at a bar in Allentown because I love talking to people. It's great. We ask questions, it's just a blast. I love more than anything getting to know people and doing what I can for them. This is my community, these are my roots, and these are the people that I'll be spending the rest of my life with. I would be grateful and humbled and honored to have your vote, and I promise you, I will fight for you. I promise.
lastly, Ms. Bell.
I want to echo my fellow competitors here and just thank you all for coming out. It really is a testament to the democratic process. I want to thank the NAACP for hosting this event and allowing everyone to have an opportunity to hear us, present ourselves, so that you can make an informed decision about who you think will be the best representative of your ideas and your needs for this city going forward. I want to be your city council person, and if you elect me, I promise that I will always be honest with you. I will always tell you the truth. I will always give you an opportunity to ask me any question on any subject. I will always hear your voice, hear the things that you need, and take that into consideration when I'm making decisions. I know that decision-making will be a hard process, and that sometimes you're not always going to be happy with what happens, but you will know how that decision was come to, that it was based on hearing all sides of the situation, giving it measured thought, thinking about it, talking to people, and then coming to a conclusion. I've got 25 plus years of business experience. I have 15 years of mental health counseling experience. I've been a mentor, a tutor, a teacher, a businesswoman, and I'm ready to be your city council person. I'm doing this for my family, for my grandson, for myself, and for you. And I was involved in the Obama campaign in 2008, got much more involved in 2012. And our president has said to us, it's time for each one of us to step up and make our country, our city, our neighborhoods the way that we want them to be. And the way that we do that is that we work together and we step up and we say what needs to be done and we start to work on it. And I want to do that for you. Please elect me, please elect Bell for City Council.